Daniella Stonefield is with me now, and of course she's here to give us the business report. So Daniella, we're going to start a little bit about the jobs market, unemployment, and everything that's going on around the county. So tell us what it is.
Yes, of course. Betsy, great to be here as always. So as we know, we've been watching the jobs market very, very closely, not only nationally, but here for the indicators in Beaufort County and our surrounding areas. And right now, the numbers are really interesting. So they may not be surprising, though, to our viewers. Right now, we are at a 4.1% unemployment rate, and that was as of March of this year.
Okay.
What that means is that 4.1% roughly of our employable, actively seeking job force is not currently employed. And so that actually mirrors, a lot of people don't really understand the basis of unemployment rates and what it means to have a 4, 5, 6% unemployment rate.
Right.
A lot of people would, as you might imagine, and it seems logical, assume that a 0% unemployment rate is a good thing. However, economically speaking, it is way less than optimal. Something right around that 4 to 5% mark right now, where our other individual economic indicators stand, that puts us in what's called a natural unemployment rate, a balanced job market, if you will. And basically what that means is that for any given individual in an employed position, they of course move from one position to another. Sure. That happens. And what that means is that about 4.5% of those people should be doing that in a steady natural job market. And so we're right around those numbers. However, we are seeing that some of our industries, tourism, hospitality, food and beverage, they are being particularly heavily taxed because the demand is so high on the consumer side. Mm-hmm. But the individuals who either were already employed or could potentially be employed are not coming to work. Now, there are a number of reasons why that may be happening. There's a lot of conversation surrounding this, but of course, the biggest hot button issue right now is the unemployment that individuals are receiving, and is it outweighing what they may make waiting tables or what have you. And so there's a big conversation around this right now. But right now, our jobs numbers overall are very strong, and in fact, they may be a little too strong.
Yeah. Maybe. So we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about, coffee lovers being happy because they may have a Starbucks closer to them than they have in the past. Tell us what's coming to town.
Yes, indeed. So there is a new Starbucks coming to the new Riverside area. As we know, that area is booming. But outside of the excitement over great lattes and great sandwiches, there's more to the story where Starbucks is concerned. Starbucks is such a strong company that when they come to a new area, it's really worth looking at for a larger range of reasons. Not only does Starbucks have, in effect, its own index where they actually look at the purchasing power parity of a tall latte relative to the US dollar over 16 countries. I won't get into all of that, but that is to say Starbucks is a company worth watching. Now, in an area, when a Starbucks comes, and we know we have several of them here, that is an indicator for something called the Starbucks effect. And it may sound funny, but it's actually very true. And when you watch that happen, it actually has a notable positive influence on all of the real estate values in an area. That's individual residential as well as commercial, because it attracts certain other things. Now, it's not the only company that has this effect, but it is the only one that has the name.
That is fascinating. Who knew? I really had no idea that was the case. And so, that's a great thing. Our real estate market is already booming, so we're just going to have it even be going more off the charts with this Starbucks coming to town.
It is indeed, and that should be what happens. We'll watch it.
Yeah, we will. Thanks, Daniella, for being with me.
Thanks, Betsy.